Hello again, welcome back to the channel. It's DigiFox. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. Yes, our favorite orange coin. Now, none of this is financial advice. We are not financial advisors. Everything said here is 100% our opinion. So, as we see here, Bitcoin did actually pop off. Now, if you were watching our previous video, you would have heard us say that we might be rolling over. Sorry, got a bit of a frog in my throat. And so what we look here, we are currently on the daily charts. Now, if we look right over here, we can see we popped off. But I did say that we have to go up and out of this channel and hold outside of this channel in order for us to be bullish again. And I mean 100% bullish. Now, this is the daily, so it doesn't really tell us all that much. It just gives us pretty much a summary. But what I need to bring your attention here that is important here on the daily is the fact that we are forming halfway, almost completion of a head and shoulders pattern going to the downside. And so for those of you that are not familiar with the head and shoulders pattern, it usually breaks right around, well, essentially this time, right? So what you're going to look for is right here. You're going to see, all right, there we go. So this is going to be our shoulder. This is going to be our head, which isn't finished yet. And then it's going to come down and then probably do this, at which point that will be a shoulder, head, and shoulder. Now, again, this is all speculation because, as you see, we did go up a little bit, roughly around a couple of $100, a few $100 actually, and it's yet to be played off. But what you need to pay attention to is if we actually circle this right here, we hit our head off of it. Now, that's not saying that we are not going to clear it, but what that is saying is that is actually very important because if we go to the 4-hour chart, going down to the 4-hour chart, let's zoom in, shall we? We can see here that, whoopsie daisies, there we go. It actually got rejected. Now, our lines aren't exactly perfect, but we can see here that maybe this is on someone's algorithm and they actually cut short, right? So everyone that's holding, trying to get every little last cent, pretty much didn't get it fulfilled, right? And so we see here that we are selling off right now as we peak. Right, and the MFI 14 is actually rolling over, as well as our little algorithm chart at the very bottom that you can see right here. So this very well may actually play out. We're going to keep this here to see exactly how correct we really are, because frankly, this went all the way up to $29,400, right? So $29,400. Everyone was saying 30,000 is important, but we didn't even break 30,000, at least not on this. We're on the Binance chart, the Binance BTC USDT. So next is probably a sell-off, and it'll probably trickle down and stop right around $24,000, at which point people are going to be shitting themselves, right? Or sorry, pooping themselves. So what does this mean? Well, it means that everyone is going to FOMO in right now and essentially get liquidated or essentially by the top. And so where can this go, right? So let's say my theory is correct. We are forming a head and shoulders pattern, right? And what happens when it breaks, right? Well, the price target, and please get some tissue ready because it's going to create some tears, is actually going to go all the way down to roughly around $16,000. Yes, $16,000, and that is our first area. Now, that might be the time to start dollar cost averaging in because we have all this support right here, right? All the support right here. And then if we go further back, I believe it's going to be more support further back we go. Let's see here. At least it should be, hopefully, because if it's not, then we're really in trouble, aren't we? Let's see here. Zoom in. All right, so $16,000 right here. And it goes all the way. We might be in trouble. So this is all we have. So with the head and shoulders, if it plays out, it goes to $16,000. And now if that does not hold, we will be visiting $11,000, maybe $12,000, something like that. Not financial advice. That is just what this chart here is telling us. Now, let's go to the S&P 500, right? Because what we saw was also another pump in the SPY. Now, we indicated that it is going to be rolling over. Also, this is a bear market. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The bottom has not been in essentially for the SPY in quite a while, actually. Actually, not at all, right? We have yet to see it. So let's just go ahead and see what SPY is doing. The markets have officially closed. We are just trending sideways and going within this channel that we decided to make for you, right? And we see here, let's see, is this another Head and Shoulders? So no, not really. That's like, well, it could, some people could say this is a Head and Shoulders, right? So this is going to be a shoulder, a head that's slightly above, and then this is going to be another shoulder. And if this breaks, well, then all you do is you take the top of the head, right here, which is on the side right here, and go all the way down to the shoulders, sorry, the neckline, and that's roughly right around. This is an estimate, right? And if it does break, we are visiting roughly around the $350 level, somewhere around there. But we did indicate that if this does break, we could be visiting something a little bit more disastrous, and that would be the 335 area, and hopefully not the 320 area, which takes us all the way back to September of 2020, so the fall of 2020. So essentially you would have lost 2 years of all your investments if you did not sell and you're still holding those bags of the SPY. So we have to look at Bitcoin, we have to look at SPY, because that is essentially telling us the markets of both the stocks and traditional markets, as well as the digital currency. And essentially, it's not looking good. Now, they could come out with some bullishness, right, and trying to print more money and keep us within this channel. And we could possibly visit a 430 SPY, right? But we have to break out of this channel. And it's not going to happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen all that easily, right? We could grind all the way up here. But essentially, look, you have two major issues coming up, right? That is literally going to flip this. If assuming we are able to staircase up this channel, right? So what you're going to be looking for is, here's one top, and then if we do manage to get all the way up here to the top of the channel, that's going to be a double top. Now, if we happen to grind across and avoid it, you have another top right there and right there. Now, are we going to get back to all-time highs? Probably not. Not in our lifetime. And we can even see here that our indicator is saying that you need to sell, and that is actually something that we missed. I don't know how we missed it. It's our own damn algorithm down here. So yeah, we just got a sell signal. So where are we going? Well, we'll probably be visiting at the bottom part of this channel. So we're going to be looking at potentially how much percentage? Probably like about like 2% loss on SPY, maybe a little bit more. But we are bearish. Don't get fooled. I would not FOMO in right now. We have not broken out of this channel. Even on the 2 hour, if we go into 2 hour on Bitcoin, right, we see here that we are grinding sideways after this pump. Now, it is possible that we form a flag of some magnitude, right? A flag going like this, right? We may form a flag, and then at which point then we're going to hit our heads off of the 29,700 price region. I don't foresee that coming, and if it does actually happen, then I still will not be buying it. In fact, I'll probably be getting really stacked on shorts. That's probably what I'll be doing. But we do see that we are above the EMA 9, I believe, and that is something that you can actually do a short trade on. So for those of you that took a trade, congratulations. For those of you that are on the sidelines, we'll continue to wait. Happy days, happy trading. Good luck.